Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program on this Wednesday, June 17th. How is everybody this morning? I hope you can see this. I got a message that says unable to connect to chat, but I kind of see it on my screen, so I don't know if anyone's here. If you're here, say hi. I know Santa said hi already. I know Mike said hi already this morning. But I don't know if anyone's here. Honestly. Oh, he can see me. Okay, good. Okay, thanks, Mike. I can see you. It's just the one screen that I have that says no chat, but I can see it in a different chat. I don't know. It's fine. He can see me. He can hear me. Good. Thank you. See, the problem was here. The trials and tribulations of a home streamer. I went out. I had to go real quick, throw something in the car. And when I came back, my son was at my desk and things were not smashed, but like he was smashing the buttons. So yeah, I just want to make sure things are working because I think he did something. But if you guys can hear me, if you guys can see me, then we're cool. So yeah, good morning. Good morning, Santa. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Cap. He made it. Excellent. Good morning. And Trinity, how's your ass feeling? Well, my ass feels fine. It's my heart. It's my heart. I don't know. We'll end of the show, and we'll get through the main topics for today. At the end of the show, I'd like to talk about the debate yesterday on Josh and the Den of Nerds' channel. I also apologize if my face starts going from like white to yellow. It just did it again. So I'm having some white balance issues today. So I apologize. We'll get through today. Today, I don't know about today, guys. I don't know about today. It's one of those days. You did a great job yesterday. Well, thanks, Mike. I'm not here to make a pity party out of it. And it literally, like, the things I want to talk about literally has nothing to do with whether I won or Josh won. Like, neither of us give a crap on who won. You know what I mean? Obviously. But we'll get to that later, or my thoughts on that stream. But some cool stuff that got officially announced. Like we talked about DC ratings was great. Yes. The fictional ratings of a YouTube show. We talked about this a few days ago where Geeks Worldwide, which, I had put out the feelers out there to some people. I said, hey, is Geeks Worldwide, kind of a good site, good. I know a lot of people who follow them, a lot of people that I trust who follow them. So I'm like, oh, maybe, Geeks Worldwide is something to start following. And then they came out with the story that DC FanDome is coming, and they gave all these details. And lo and behold, looky. DC FanDome officially announced, and we got the details. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the details, although some of you, I was in the Discord last night for the Den of Nerds, chatting up some people, and some people didn't even know what it was. So if I'm your first look at this, then that's awesome. Then I guess I've done my job. So DC FanDome is coming. Let's jump into it. I'll read what they say here. I have to warn you guys that today might be a little bit more reading than normal, just because there's a lot of information, and I could be like your favorite YouTuber and type it out and pretend that I'm fully aware and make you think that I'm not reading a separate screen, which they all are. But I'm just gonna read right from here. So there you go. Told you guys, it's one of those days, and it's not gonna end today, because tonight when Trinity and LB come on the stream to talk about DC origin films, I don't know, I might have a nice little short glass of something with me tonight, just to make it interesting. We'll see. So welcome to DC FanDome, a mega 24-hour immersive virtual fan experience, which brings the universe of DC to life and features the stars, filmmakers, and creators behind its biggest films, TV series, games, and comics. So pretty cool. Join fans from all 7 continents for the largest gathering of talent, announcements, and content reveals in the history of DC. And I believe it. Do you guys remember, I'm sure you do, the Kevin Feige, long ago, the slate announcement at the El Capitan? He did the nice big screen behind him and announced thing after thing, and people kept coming out on stage. I think this is going to be DC's version of that. I think that they're going to, for everything that's confirmed, everything that they know that they're absolutely doing, they're going to announce. I think finally, and look, I want to preface this by saying, just so I'm very clear, I am a fan of both DC and Marvel. I know I know I have to pick a side. I know for some people, I cannot be. Let me finish that thought, and Maverick just made me pause because he wrote something extremely funny. I'm not picking a side. I like both. I like the independent movies, comic movies too. Okay, I like it all. I like movies. I'm a movie apologist. I don't like, if everyone always says like you gotta get a T-shirt, blah blah blah. With I want a T-shirt that says movie apologist. Okay, because that's what I am. I'm a movie apologist. Unless a movie is like so egregiously bad or offensive to me personally that like it rocks my soul, I'm a movie apologist. Okay, I like movies. Maverick said 7 continents. Are they doing something on Antarctica? Maybe they should have said 6, but you never know, because maybe there are people on an expedition in Antarctica that somehow are getting like a 2 megabyte of Wi-Fi, who can log in to DCFanDome.com and get themselves some entertainment. Right? You don't know. I just like heroes. Doesn't matter the universe. Or anti-heroes. I'm not even gonna get started on that. Not even gonna get started. All right, hold on. I gotta see if I can fix this, because this is annoying the hell out of me. Okay. This bouncing back and forth of colors is going to annoy me. So let's get a nice base tan for me. How's that? Okay, let's stick with that. Okay, I think we're okay. Shouldn't bounce around anymore. Why not the International Space Station? Yeah, so it should have said 7 continents and the universe, right? Why are they limiting it to Earth? Maybe there are aliens out there. Yeah, aliens live in Antarctica underground. Come on, man. I thought Antarctica was the edge of the Earth. You're right, Santa. Because the Earth is flat. No, if anyone knows where the edge of the Earth is, it would be Santa, who is probably a master topographist. Because topography is the study of maps. Are you a topographist? Not you, Santa, but is that what you're called when you are a liker, a watcher of that? I don't know. Man, my head is dome. Talk about dome. Jeez, my head is super domey. Let's do that. Let's raise the brightness. No, let's lower the brightness. Raise the gain. We'll get this, guys. I promise. I just don't want to be so shiny. Look at this. Oh God. Shiny head. That's the problem with being a bald man on YouTube. Okay, you gotta adjust. See, you people with hair, all you YouTubers with hair, You don't know. You don't know the struggle, right? Like from here up. Look, if I had hair, look at the shine. There's no shine anymore. Okay. I wish I had hair, because then the stupid shine from the light wouldn't be bouncing off my head. So DC FanDome, who's doing your makeup? No, I know. I gotta fire my makeup person. Put a cap on. I don't want to wear a cap every day. I'll just fix it. I'm complaining. Look, I gotta fix it. It's fine. I'll fix it for tonight. We'll fix it for debate 8 tonight. I will make sure that everything is all set and good. So anyway, let's get back to our universe expanding thing here. Blah 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 blah. Imagine all the superheroes and all the supervillains you've ever loved finally coming together in one place to celebrate DC's past, present, and future, accessible for 24 hours at DCFanDome.com. The global event will immerse fans into the DC multiverse with new announcements from WB Games, film and TV, and comics, as well as an unprecedented opportunity to hear from the cast and creators behind your favorite feature films and TV series, including, and this is quite the list, Aquaman. So I'm guessing Aquaman 2, The Batman from The Batman, Batwoman, Black Adam, Black Lightning, DC Superhero Girls, DC Legends of Tomorrow, DC Stargirl, Doom Patrol Season 2, The Flash, Witch Flash, I'm assuming the TV show, but are we going to get some news about the movie? Harley Quinn, the animated show, which I'm hoping, you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping they're saying that it's going to move on to HBO Max. It's really what I'm hoping for. The Snyder Cut of Justice League, Lucifer, Pennyworth, Shazam. I forgot about Pennyworth. Suicide Squad, Supergirl, Superman and Lois, Teen Titans Go, Titans, Watchmen, Young Justice Outsiders, and coming this fall to theaters worldwide, Wonder Woman 1984. What a list, huh? That's a good list. To get information about all of those. Now look, truth be told, I have fallen off on the CW Arrowverse a long time ago. I absolutely loved the first 3 seasons of Arrow. I absolutely, even more so, loved the first 3 seasons of The Flash, especially season 1, man. Season 1 of The Flash and season 2 of Arrow. Man, I know I can qualify it as, yeah, but it's CW, and I get that for sure. But it's some of the best television. Really good, really good. Before it became almost a caricature of itself, and that's the problem that I had with the CW shows. They became caricatures more than characters. And once Legends of Tomorrow hit, which I had such high hopes for. I had such high hopes for that show. I just it never caught on for me. And it's possible, and I hear that it got better. Like it went up and down. It just never did it for me. And I tried popping in the last for a little bit in the last crossover event, and I gotta be honest, I didn't finish it because I was so lost, and there were so many new faces that I was just like, I don't know what's happening. And so I bailed. So I'll still have my memories of those early seasons, which were great. They were so good. Like season 1 of Flash is worth, whether you continue to watch it or not, it's worth watching just at least season 1 because it's so good. So here's my, oh, you know what? Let let me go through the different sections of this, and then I want to have a discussion, an open discussion about what you guys are looking forward to. What of these? What are you looking forward to hearing some stuff about? What do you think we're gonna get for all this? Like what stuff do you think we're getting? So here we got. These are the sections, right? Here's our cool map. Here I actually have it a little bit bigger. We have the U-verse, which is fan driven stuff. The kids verse, obviously kids stuff. Insider verse, which will be where we're gonna get all of our inside looks at everything. The fun verse, I forget what the fun verse is, and the watch verses, which is gonna be like screenings and stuff. But let's get a detailed idea of what it is. The DC Watchverse. Here's where you grab a seat, sit back, and join our virtual audience and become completely engrossed in hours of must-see content from around the world. Everything from panels and exclusive screenings to never-before-seen footage featuring cast, creators, and behind-the-scenes crew from across DC films, TV, home entertainment, and games. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So that's basically where we're going to see all these first looks for all that stuff. I like that. DC Uverse. Venture into this world where the fans are the stars to see most amazing user-generated content, cosplay, and fan art from around the world, including perhaps your own. And right now you can actually go to the DC FanDome site, and I think it's like create.fandome.com or something like that. And you can they're asking you to submit like your creative stuff, which is awesome, man. I'm pretty excited to see like what people around the world are coming up with in like cosplay and like paintings and drawings and whatever. Well, who knows? Probably like cool cars, right? They build their own cars. I hope to see. Hey Josh, can't wait to see a nice homemade the Batman car. That'd be cool, right, Josh? Right? DC Kids Verse. Need a way to entertain your kids for hours on end? Well, at least for 24 hours. We've got you covered inside a special world, which can be accessed directly at dckidsfandome.com. This area features a broad range of family-friendly activations. I think they mean activities. Activations for our younger fans. That's a range of family-friendly activations. What does that mean? Yeah, where can I find an NBA family to adopt me? Oh, Stormbreaker will I'll comment on that in a minute. DC Insiderverse. This creativity-based world contains a centerpiece video featuring legendary artist and DC CCO publisher Jim Lee, president of DC-based film production Walter Hamada, and creator of the DC TV Arrowverse, executive producer Greg Berlanti, welcoming fans with a 101 style introduction to the multiverse. I think that's really cool. From there, go behind the scenes with the master artisans who bring DC to life in all its forms, from comic books to games, TV, movies, theme parks, consumer products, and more. I think obviously the Watchverse is the most anticipated one, but the one I'm looking forward to the most is probably the Insiderverse, man, because I love this behind the scenes stuff. I can't wait. I want to see the creation of, I want to see videos on behind the scenes of the movies, even the TV shows, like all this stuff. And I like how they made it like they say a 101 style, like a college course, like a 101, like an introduction. So you're going to get tons of people who are probably newer to the whole DC thing, and they want to, or even a con, and they want to like check this stuff out. And that's great. It's like, get your foot in the door, get all these new people. Are you interested in DC? Come in, let us talk to you about it. Let us give you the basics. Then you can go and explore and see what it has to offer. I think that's a great way to go about it. And then the DC Funverse. Take your DC FanDome experience and gather cool shareables. Check out our comic book reader, DIY cool 1984 Golden Armor and Batmobile kits. Batmobile kits. Plus digital giveaways and a store filled with merchandise, including some limited edition exclusives. So this is cool, man. This is cool. So the question I want to pose to you guys, let me know. All these things, what are you looking forward to? What do you think we're going to get? What do you hope that we're going to get? Because those could be two different things. I think we're gonna get a lot of the cast. Obviously, we're gonna get a lot of the cast talking about their experiences and why they love being a part of these productions. Let me ask this: do you think we get our first look at Cheetah, like a real first look at Cheetah? I'm gonna lean 97% yes. I think we're getting our first look at Cheetah. I think we are going to by then I think we're going to get some sort of tease for the Batman. They've shot some stuff. They can give us like a 30-second tease. I think we'll get a tease for that. I think we're gonna get a lot of casting news. Here's what I hope. I hope we hear that DC Universe is being folded into HBO Max, at least for the video stuff, and we're moving a lot of that stuff over. That's what I'm hoping. Hoping to hear that. I don't know. Let's see what you guys got to say. Mike says, with WB, DC movies, CW shows, animated division, and comics makes me happy. They have their problems, but they are trying. Yeah, but you know what? Everyone has their problems. Look, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I am. Just like I said, I don't pick a side. But I don't love... See, here's the thing. I don't love every Marvel movie. I just don't. There are so many really good ones and so many great ones and so many that are like in the tops of my favorites. But there are also some real garbage ones to me, right? So everyone's got problems. Everyone has good stuff. Everyone has bad stuff. Cap says, I love Titans. I still haven't seen Titans because I never signed up for DC Universe. That's one of the things where I'm hoping I want to just go on HBO Max, man. Go on HBO Max. I will catch up, right? I will catch up on all that stuff. Like I really want to watch Harley Quinn. I'm not paying for DC Universe. I'm not doing it because I know cooler heads will prevail, and I know it's going to come to HBO Max. So I'm not even going to do it. It's going to happen. Especially like did you guys see the news? I don't know if you did. They HBO Go and HBO Now, they're already got rid of those. They're folding those into, other, the HBO Max thing. So like there's no Go or Now. It's now just HBO. And they're moving HBO Now as part of Max. I don't know. It's like it's the thing they should have done before they even announced this whole thing. But we've talked about that before. Mav says they just seem to remake same season 4 of Arrow over and over again. How many times could Arrow begin to learn to trust his friends and open up a bit? Yeah. And that's why I fell off. That's why I say they became caricatures of themselves over characters. Right? Yeah, where can I find an NBA family to adopt me? In case you didn't know, Disney is the NBA season will be playing out of Disney World, and NBA players and family get to watch, what is it, Black Widow? Private screening. Mav says, I anticipate lots of Zooms. Yes. A lot of Zoom calls. So that's the thing, right? Well, actually, here's the thing. I think it's going to be a lot of pre-produced content. I don't know. I really want to know, like, how much of this is live. I doubt much of it is, if any, if at all. It doesn't really say that it's live. It just says, come and experience it, right? Here's my biggest problem, guys. My biggest problem. Nobody's talking about this yet. So we got a Fanjecture personal exclusive of my feelings. Here's my feelings. This is a 24-hour event, right? 24 hours. How many times, because I can't count on one hand because it's happened so many times. How many times has there been a big event coming, big event online, whether it's going to a site or buying tickets? 11. Yes, exactly 11, Steve. How many times a massive event occur and then all of a sudden it crashes and is down for a few hours? Because as much, and look, it's easy to be like, well, why didn't you prepare? As somebody who understands the tech side of it, it's hard to really prepare. You can estimate, and you can estimate good, but the reality is you don't know how the tech is going to respond until you're in it and you're running it. So my biggest fear for this is, when does it start? It starts at, I think they said 10 a.m. Pacific time. I think it was. Doesn't say. I think I read it somewhere. It doesn't say it. Oh yeah, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Eastern time. That's how I do time. I don't wear a watch. I use my fingers. My biggest fear is this thing is going to crash. I'm not saying it's going to, but how many times have we seen something like this happen? Where it's a big event online, it's buy, pre-sale tickets, or I don't know. I can't think of anything else besides pre-sale tickets, but this is like sort of in that realm, right? I think look, if this thing crashes, you can call me Nostradamus, right? That's my biggest fear. But I hope they planned right. I hope they planned well. So we'll see. I'm hoping to hear something new. This is Harvey says, I'm hoping to hear something new about Black Adam. The Rock says he's participating in FanDome. Yeah, man. I think we are going to get something about Black Adam. I don't know what. Probably like maybe casting or story, like a basic story, right? Maybe some but something for Black Adam, that we could do some concept art. I think concept art could be cool for Black Adam. They've got to have something. Maybe some how many? I would love to see some animatics of some of this stuff. Like, I know that they're probably working on animatics. Mike says, anyone that knows me knows that I love the MCU. MCU rules in movies. The TV shows might change with Disney Plus shows, but right now DC win in TV show and animated. I would say definitely animated movies, like straight to streaming animated or Blu-ray, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, definitely. They for years they've been crushing it. And it's not like Marvel hasn't had some good ones. Like, I would definitely recommend the Doctor Strange one. The Doctor Strange Marvel animated movie is really good. That's a really good one. So I would suggest definitely watching that one if you haven't seen it. Titans need to be on HBO Max. It does. Please HBO. Let's do this already. You need to watch Titans like now. Pay hundreds of dollars to see it. No. No. The only MCU project I don't like was the TV show Inhumans. That's the only project that nobody liked. It was universally hated. It is erased from existence. Still never seen Inhumans. My dad told me to stay away, and that dude watches everything. Yeah, man. I have a buddy of mine. His name's Matt. He's my Marvel friend, right? Matt, I've known Matt for a long time. He's the Marvel guy, right? It's not that he doesn't like the other stuff he does, but he's very dedicated to Marvel, and he literally has watched everything. It's a bit of an OCD thing for him, but he he had made it a point that he has to watch everything, and he hate watched a lot of stuff. He literally hate watched a lot of stuff. I mean, this dude even hate watched Cloak and Dagger just to be a completist, right? And even he was like, yo, Inhumans is horrible, which it is. I could have told you that. I think Black Adam is a single item on the entire DC docket I've been excited most about, says Harvey. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I would say I'm excited for Wonder Woman. I'm excited for the Batman. I was okay with Aquaman. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do for another one. Hopefully they improve on the first one, in my opinion. But yeah, Black Adam is something that could be crazy. I mean, we got to get some news about Cavill, right? Who knows what's Cavill going to be in? They've said they haven't officially said anything, but the word on the street is that he's going to be cameoing or supporting roles in other films. What does that look like? Do we know? Do we get a view of it? Snyderverse. What's going on? What's going on with the Snyderverse? I don't know. I don't know that I like how they called it the Snyder Cut of Justice League in the official press conference, in the official press release. I mean, it's called Zack Snyder's Justice League. Come on, guys. Be better. Be better. Not to mention, let's not forget this, guys. Let's not forget, I don't know if you guys heard about this as well. Justice Con is coming, and literally at the same time as San Diego Comic-Con, and that's going to lead into the second part of this discussion. So Justice Con, which is a smaller, more fan-driven con, brought to you by Comic Book Debate. And I'll be honest, I wasn't aware of Comic Book Debate, but got a pretty big following. Not followed by anybody that you guys may know that I know, but this might be something for Trinity to jump onto. They seem to have a pretty big following, and they are running this this fan-driven Justice Con, which is going to be a virtual con with guests like Jay Oliva, Ray Porter, and Zack Snyder. So this is going to be cool. So this is literally the same time as San Diego Comic-Con. By calling it Justice League, the Snyder Cut is a way of saying it's not the official final film. It's just no, I know, but they officially titled it Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like that's in the marketing. Like they have actually created marketing for this, and that's the title. That's why again, it's semantics. It's just somebody who it's somebody not involved with the Snyder Cut writing a press release for this, and they just put what they thought. But they probably should have gotten the right title. Maverick says it would make more sense for the Flash to show up on Zoom. Get it? Okay, so here's the big second part of this. And the reason of the thumbnail is Comic-Con and that style, is it dead? Right? Is it over? Are these kind of things like DC FanDome, right? Star Wars Celebration, which is its own thing. For the life of me, I can't figure out why Marvel hasn't done their own thing yet. I think they will. I think that's where this is going. Look, I know Disney has D23, but that's not Marvel centric. And they clearly could do a Marvel centric one very easily and be very successful. But what is the purpose of San Diego Comic-Con anymore? For years, it was kind of like the biggest thing. But now that the world has changed, and you can have, as DC puts it right here, a global experience instead of a one city experience. If you were a company, why would you not lean towards something like this in the future? And I want to hear your thoughts. Because in my opinion, if I was running DC Marvel, which I clearly would never do that, there's no way that I wouldn't do this. If this is successful, I would do this from now on, right? Because do you know what San Diego Comic-Con is? It's a week of marketing. That's all it is for these companies. They're not running it. They're making some money off of it, but not really. Not enough to stick around. It's marketing. It's all a marketing play. That's all it's ever really been since, the start of the MCU, really. After the MCU started and that sort of got big, then it became a juggernaut. And it's a marketing play. So why go through the hassle of going through just a marketing play just under the roof of a con that you don't, in today's society, you don't need it anymore. You can do your own thing easily, and they're about to prove it. Mike says, I asked, why would you do it? And Mike says, for non-comic TV shows. So then it's not Comic-Con anymore, right? If it's non-comic, then it's like, what, like NCIS is going to show up at San Diego Comic-Con? Like, I'm not ragging on you, Mike, but that's you know what I mean? Like, then the essence of Comic-Con is gone. Now, maybe that's a good thing for San Diego Comic-Con. Maybe it's time for them to go back to their roots and get back to what the con is about. But personally, like, you want your marketing play to hit as many people as possible. And I think the growing trend year after year and the response of people not being able to see what's happening in Hall H and all of these panels, people just want to see. And these companies are like, why are we limiting ourselves to just the people in the room? Like, for what purpose? If this is successful, it's going to launch a trend. It absolutely will. Harvey says, I feel like there were rumors around there being a Marvel Con on the horizon. Nothing came to fruition. I think that if this is successful, it's probably not going to be this year. But if this is successful, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they announced something, but if this is successful, I think you're certainly going to get a Marvel Con, whatever they call it. It'd be silly not to. Fan gatherings seem to be the most popular part of the cons. Oh, for sure. Hanging out with a bunch of people who share your nerdom, 100%. But here's the thing, right? That's great, and I celebrate that, and I want, God, why did I say that? I feel like I just, like, through osmosis, I literally just said a can't be a line, and I apologize. So here's the thing. I like that. I like that thought, Santa, 100%. I like that thought. But then it becomes localized, right? San Diego Comic-Con was supposed to be the big, like, international thing, and I don't think it's going to be anymore. It's going to be great for people on the West Coast, but if that's what it's going to come down to, is that Marvel has their own, DC has their own, Star Wars already has their own with Star Wars Celebration, and we know Marvel keeps pulling out of San Diego Comic-Con. Like, what's the point? Right? Because you have all of these all over the world, right? Alamo, Baltimore, Boston, Chicago, Comicpalooza, Dragon Con, Emerald City Con. You got LA Comic Con, Mega Con, Motor City, New York Comic Con, which probably sweating bullets right now too. Although they're not in the summer, they're in the fall, so maybe that one might survive. We got Wizard World. We got WonderCon. You know, we got all of these ones that are also big, but also aren't. They those have a way different feel, and I feel like San Diego Comic Con needs to adapt and get back to something like a WonderCon, right? Or a Wizard World. Because if it doesn't, it's going to die. I already think it needs to adapt and scale way back. I mean, look, Josh at the Den of Nerds already, didn't he announce DenCon? Isn't DenCon a thing? No. The trend that I see emerging is that studios are looking for ways to do their own thing. Disney is ahead of the curve again. They've had D23 going and it's growing. Yeah. Except, see, so D23 is the Disney Con, right? And they'll obviously keep that for sure. And D23 actually, it was never a big thing. Like, people never really looked towards it because D23 was always centered around being there. But I think that's going to change too, right? I think the more and more they realize that this is more of a marketing play than an exclusive thing. See, that's the shift, right? That's the big shift that's going on, is that they're realizing that you can't make it exclusive anymore. Exclusivity is only going to breed people online who feel like they're left out. And there's certainly the argument to have and discuss that, well, maybe if you're there, you should get some exclusive stuff. And that's certainly an argument, and I see both sides of it. But I think the general people want to be involved. Like it sometimes, like, and I hate to sound like whiny, because I've already been accused after being on Josh's show to be a whiny spoiled brat. But I like the idea that the global fan community gets to share in something. And as a marketing play, that's what you want. You want everybody to talk about it. You don't want people, like, what would you rather want as a company? Okay. Would you rather be in control of how your stuff is presented to everybody, or do you want to present it to a little bit of people, and now people are going to Variety or Deadline or blog sites to just read about what they saw? And then that breeds of, man, I wish I saw that. I wish, I can't fly to California. I can't fly to Anaheim. Like, look, that's why my favorite con that I've never been to is Celebration, right? Because for years they've actually been ahead of the curve, and they live stream everything, just about everything. The big stuff, the giant panels and everything, 100% stream that stuff, right? So they're ahead of the curve on that, and that's where I want it to go. That's the trend. That's if this takes off. So fingers crossed it doesn't crash, right? Fingers crossed it doesn't crash. Yeah, last D23 had Marvel and Star Wars announcements included. Yeah, which they would, and they should not do anything, because you still want to draw people to D23 for sure. I'm not saying, like, for Disney, they're lucky, right? They have D23. They will announce something for all of their properties, animation and live action stuff, and like they can do that. Parks, but that's a Disney as a whole, right? So they have they have Star Wars. A Marvel Con's coming, man. don't know if we should call it the Don Con. I get the alliteration or the rhyming. It's not really alliteration, but when you think Don Con, don't you think of like Donald and the con that is Donald Trump? I don't know. I would workshop the name, guys. I would workshop the name. I like the thought, but I hear Don Con and I'm like, I don't know if that really flows because of certain people. Yeah, Wu-Tang. He'll show up just to talk about it. Yeah. So yeah. Cool. Yeah. So that's that stuff. That's that stuff. By the way, he says, Josh says, I don't know if we can do that in 2020, but we can definitely do something similar. I do have to talk to Josh because I have an idea of how, and it depends on all these con stuff, as if it's like, I have an idea of how we can have the community all watch at the same time. But I need to see the schedule first and see if it's even feasible. But I have a out of the box idea that I don't think anyone has thought of yet, and I'll talk to Josh about it. We'll see. And we need some schedules, right? We need these lists. We need schedules. I want to see what's happening at San Diego Comic-Con. I want to see what they're putting together. I want to see FanDome schedule. Like, what does this look like? Is it premiered stuff? Like, do they give us 24 hours? Like, is it all there starting at the beginning, or is it like at 10 at 1 p.m. you get this, at 3 p.m. this happens? You know, it's a premiere event. Like, I'm very curious to see what can happen. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So that's that stuff. Stormbreaker, we need a big Zoom call, dude. All right, I'll just say it. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking we can. I believe it's up to like. Now, you can do up to like 500 people. But I think I think 500 people on one screen might be a bit too much. But I think doing 100, you could do 100 people. And I think the way my monitor setup is, I think I can get everybody on one screen. I think that would be really cool if we all like did a community watch of stuff together, and we got as many people as we could to watch it. I mean, think about the optics of that. I think that'd be cool. But you know, we can have more discussions with everybody about that. For sure. Yeah, it would be like the Brady Bunch, but the whole extended family. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine, like, hold on, like, not even here, because it would fill the whole screen. I'll do this because it would fill the whole screen. But yeah. So let me do this though. Let me there's some other news I just want to breeze through because like when we have a big topic, I like to discuss the topic, but in the last few minutes, I want to make sure that I inform you all of what's going on in the world of movie news. So I'll run this down, and then we'll talk about anything if you want to. Ben Stiller is directing Oscar Isaac in Lionsgate's London about a crime writer, Joe Nesbo. Oscar-winning screenwriter Eric Roth is adapting, and Oscar Isaac will star in this. So not too much known about this, except, look, I think Ben Stiller, I'm hit or miss with the acting. However, I am a big time on him as a director. I think he's a really great, capable director. And so I will definitely check this out. Oscar Isaac, man, Oscar Isaac having a good career post Star Wars. He's going to be upcoming Dune. He's going to be in that one. He's in this new one, Armageddon Time, with Robert De Niro, Oscar Isaac, Donald Sutherland, and Anne Hathaway. Also, Cate Blanchett. Now, Here's the thing that gives me pause about this. It's going to be directed by James Gray, and I gotta be honest, Ad Astra really didn't work for me. There were some good parts in Ad Astra, but overall, I gotta say, Ad Astra was not one of my favorites. So while this is a stellar cast, I have pause because of the director. So we'll see. Look, one movie that I don't like doesn't make you a bad director. I don't think it was incompetently directed. It didn't work for me. So give it a chance. Probably, we'll see. First look, John Boyega stars in Naked Singularity with the directorial debut of Chase Palmer, who was the writer of It. So you go from writing to directing, not unheard of. So we'll see. It looks like a more of a smaller story-driven project, which is good for your first directorial debut. I didn't see It, not really my cup of tea as far as the horror stuff goes. So, but the consensus that I got from everybody, the first one was good. The second one kind of fell off. So, you know, he was the writer of that. So we'll see. But I like John Boyega as an actor. So, and this looks more like a drama, like a nice drama. Ed Skrein is in it. Bill Skarsgård, Tim Blake Nelson. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll wait for a trailer on this one. And in going along with things being pushed back, Spirit Awards, which actually one of my favorite award shows is the Independent Spirit Awards. The hosts that they get for this are great, and it's a fun show. I don't know, half the movies unfortunately that they have for awards, and they have all these really random awards too. It's not like your typical stuff. But the show, especially the opening monologue, go back and watch some of these opening monologues. Audrey Plaza has done it the last couple of years. She's been really funny, and it's like no holds barred, like cursing, like the whole thing. Like they don't care. But it's very funny. It's very like jabbing at you, but in a fun way. Like Aubrey Plaza kind of does very as good a job as I'd say Ricky Gervais. Not as like fuck you, but very like razzing, you know. John Mulaney and what's his name? Shoot, I'm forgetting my head. From Big Mouth. But anyway, they hosted for a couple of years, and they were also really funny. Like they really get really funny comedians to be the host, and so at least the opening monologue for this is always good. And it's the day before the Oscars, right? Nick Kroll, yes, Harvey, thank you. So John Mulaney, Nick Kroll. Go! I tell you, forget the awards. Go on YouTube later and just watch their both. There's Nick Kroll, John Mulaney, and Aubrey Plaza. The last few years, go watch it. I think you might get a kick out of it, and you'll get a feel for what this award show is. So that's it. Those are the big headlines for today. We'll see. See what you guys are talking about before we head out. We got a couple minutes before we bounce it over to the den. Oh yeah, so I wanted to talk about the debate yesterday for a couple minutes. So we'll do it for a couple minutes, and we'll see if Josh pops up. Yeah, thank you, Harvey, for reminding me. How do I think the debate went? Well, how do I think it went? So let's put aside the fact that I don't care who won and who lost. And I know Josh doesn't either. So here's the thing. I thought about it afterwards, and I think that both Josh and I were debating two different concepts. And I had told Josh when we were done, I said, I think what would have probably made it better is if, not that we told each other what we wanted, what our debates were, but that we should have defined, like, we want to debate this, and this, right? We both went into it like, here, I went into it going like, these are the things I want to debate. And Josh went into it, these are the things I want to debate. But because we didn't sort of meet in the middle and decide like these were the things, I think we both came at it differently. Josh really wanted to debate existential stuff, which is fine. And I literally, that's great. And it's a great thing to debate. But I don't know that, like, a lot of my stuff that I was talking about when it came to the deconstruction of it, I kind of did on the fly because that's not like for the longest time, Josh had talked about, the workout routine and the car and the outfit and like all this other like stuff. And I don't want to say superficial stuff because it's not superficial. But like, I thought he was going to like bounce around and like really hardcore attack that, but he went a different direction, which was fine. But I think what that did was it got us off on lots of different tangents. And we said that a moderator just to keep on point would have been better, which I agree. I think that at the end of the day, like when I go into a debate like this with somebody that I know, like I've never sat down and had a beer with Josh. We live a little far apart for that to happen. But when I do stuff like this, and I'm like talking about like nerdy stuff or whatever with somebody that I'm familiar with and friends with and buddies with, the feeling that I like to have is like if you were at a bar and you were just having a drink with your buddy and you're just like bouncing off and going back and giving your opinion and going off and just having discussions. Like it's like it's fun. It's not supposed to be serious. I'm not walking into an argument with like somebody I don't know. Like if it was somebody I didn't know, I think it would be different, right? At that point, you gotta understand. You gotta be serious. Like Josh got heated. He thought he got really heated. He told me, and I was like, dude, I loved it. I love getting heated. I was like getting heated back, and like that kind of stuff I love when it's somebody that you know, right? When it's somebody you know, like you're allowed to be heated because it makes it more fun. Like I don't like I've gotten it. I mean, I think that's like the Philly in us, man. It's like you start yelling at your friends, but because you know that like, okay, I'm gonna yell at you for 30 seconds, and then when we're done, like you're not gonna hold on to, oh no, he yelled at me. You know what I mean? So like Josh and I were on the same page. I feel like people didn't get that. I feel like I admittedly, I made the mistake of going into the comments and reading. Mostly because I wanted to see like people's opinions on our sides, and man, there were some choice words for me. Choice words. And the thing that made me laugh about some of it is that, yeah, never read the comment. I know. Well, because I honestly, like, I really wanted to get feedback on like what people thought, but it really wasn't that. It really wasn't. But the thing that made me laugh was like, some people in the comments were like sort of extrapolating Josh's and I's relationship behind the scenes, about like how we felt about each other and about the arguments and our agendas. And I'm just like, I'm thinking like, is like, have I ever wrote a comment to make that kind of assumption for other YouTubers? And if I did, like, how wrong is that? I don't know. It made me think. Made me really think, guys. But yeah. Oh, but overall, like putting all that aside, I had a lot of fun. And my biggest thing was all I really wanted to do at the end of it was make sure that the Josh's channel wasn't a huge downgrade by having me on it, right? Because I know this is a big deal for Josh this week, having the live show on the main channel, because he's trying to let the main channel know that there's a live channel and that there's things going on over there as well, and that they're going to be doing a lot more streaming. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't. Here's what I hope, and we'll have to check Social Blade, but I'm hoping that after yesterday, the subs didn't go down. That's all I can say. It's my hope. Yeah. This is why I be chilling on other people's channels. I don't want their audience thinking I'm crazy. Yeah. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, I had a blast. It was fun. I love nerding out. I love having discussions. I love the feeling that people can just get together and talk and hang out. All right, I think that's it for me. Josh is up. We got so here we go, Stormbreaker. We got Josh is covering this news today. We got wild and MCU news. NBA players see Black Widow early. So Josh will be covering that. So that'll be cool. I'd like to see his take on that for sure. Yeah. So guys, tonight, I should have had this ready. Hold on. I got a minute before Josh goes up. So let me see if I can, nope, I don't have it. Oh, wait. Yep. Here we go. Wait. No, because I want to make sure. I got to give a shout out to the people who are in here right now. Okay, let's go here. Tonight, Debate 8, LB from the Lonely Banter and Trinity from 2nd Street Marvel will be on Debate 8 tonight. We are talking DC origin movies. It's going to be a blast. I know I've seen LB on Twitter catching up on all these movies again, so he's going to be coming in hot. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be an interesting show tonight, guys. It's going to be an interesting show. I can't wait to get everyone's opinions. And of course, you guys vote live, so it's going to be a good one. Come back. I know I should have had this ready. I am an unprofessional YouTuber for sure. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you all for hanging out this morning. I appreciate it. And if you're still here watching, thank you so much. You're the lifeblood of this stream, and I appreciate you. Go have a good day. Have fun. Go watch some nerdy stuff today. We'll see you later tonight. Come back. I'm going to put a post on Twitter, so look out for the post on Twitter. We'll see you tonight, Debate 8. Talk to you guys later.